Hello, everyone. It's Yogi here. Hello. Yes, happy Sunday. And so today, yes, for a nice cozy spot of Sunday stitching together. I hope you're ready. And before the stream started, this afternoon, I've been in and out of the house today, just teaching classes, and took a power nap as well in between, and that really helped. And I was thinking, well, why should which piece should I be working on today? And I was kind of thinking back and forth, and looking through my webs, and this is it. This is the choice of this Sunday cozy stitching. Okay, how cozy is it going to be? I have no idea, but this is an old friend, okay, oldish friend, and I have not met for a little while, and occasionally it's good to spend a little time with one of the oldies. And so this piece, well, it's actually not very old, okay. I started it the end, well, sorry, no, the end of the year before, or maybe the beginning of last year, when I was kind of experimenting with 10 stitches for the first time. And this came out because I was experimenting with different fabric count as well, rather than just 25 through and through. So this piece, if you haven't seen this before, this is from one of our favorite artists, Ciro Marchetti. Okay, you might not recognize it if you are more familiar with his more recent work. The style, I think, has evolved a little bit for Ciro Marchetti, but this I have no idea when this piece was made, but I absolutely love it, and this is called the Old Craft Room. So it's got sort of three pieces from Ciro Marchetti, kind of have very similar titles. The Old Kitchen, which I've got as well. And there's another one, I think, it's called The Old Toy Shop or something like that. And they all have that really kind of rich tapestry kind of feel to it, almost like a painting, And well, I fell in love with it. And this is actually a mini version. When I was, kind of started trying out 10 stitches, I was kind of going in half-hearted. I wasn't sure whether I was going to like it, so I didn't want to go for kind of full-size pieces. And I happened to have a few sort of mini charts that I got in the very beginning of my full coverage journey, discovering heaven and earth. So I thought, well, maybe it was a great opportunity to stitch those pieces, smaller pieces. So I had a few pieces actually with 10 stitches, and as I was stitching, I decided to try out full cross for this one. I'll explain a little bit about this one, okay. It's really, really beautiful piece, and I want to draw your attention to that sewing machine on the bottom right there. I think that one may be one of those Singer old-fashioned sewing machine as well. I'm stitching Maggie at the moment, and there's some parallel with this piece, isn't it? There's a little cat sleeping under the sewing machine, just like Maggie, and slightly smaller. This one is a tabby, and really, really adorable. And this is just a room, dream craft room with beautiful dresses. Definitely, clearly a dressmaker's craft room there. And in terms of progress, so I started sometime in the very beginning of last year, or maybe a little bit before, and and this is where I am, okay. Doesn't look like a lot, but I'll explain a little bit in terms of the way I'm stitching, and then you probably understand a little bit more why the progress has now been more advanced. But I want to just zoom in a little bit and allow you to appreciate all the color changes here. It's actually fairly confetti, okay, so far. And I'll show you the specs for this one. Let me show you the numbers. Here we go. So in terms of progress, a very modest 4%. I'm totally happy. I'm totally happy with that. But also the number of colors. This is regular colors, okay? 88 colors, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you think about it, this is a mini piece, so 88 color changes, throughout the piece, within a much smaller dimension. So in some way, this is probably more challenging than stitching a regular color full size, if you do the maths, right? And so now I'm going to start to sprint. Okay, right in front of you, I'm doing it. And so this is a counter that's going to capture all the stitches I'm going to be doing today. And at the end of the stream, I'm going to share it with you. Let's see how we're doing today with this piece, okay? And fingers crossed. And before I explain any further, I want to say hello to all of you and welcome to this beautiful evening. And London it's been a beautiful Sunday, not as warm as yesterday, slightly lower, but still very, very warm for the end of April. And I can definitely smell the summer around the corner. And oh, the chat, welcome. And let's see who I've got here to stitch with me today. We have Rajal. Rajal says, happy stitching Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Sorry, my voice is a little bit husky. More husky than usual, okay? And Hamid as well, hello. Hamid says, hi everyone, Yogi, you brought back the infamous 60 stitch project. Oh, Hamid, you don't need to remember stuff like that. It's all details, okay? And let's see how we're doing today. Okay, guys, if you don't know already, you've just joined us. Yes, this piece in the past, okay? Every day, as I said, I share the stitch counts with you. And at one point, okay, during one session, all right, I did 60 stitches in total with this piece. And I'll explain to you why that is in a bit. And maybe you're gonna go, yeah, I totally understand, And Hamid's got great memories, great memory. And Linda, hello, Linda Diamond says, hi everyone, missed yesterday. Granddaughter's first birthday. Hope you're all well. Congratulations, Linda. And first birthday and of the granddaughter. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Happy birthday to the little girl. And I hope you enjoy your gathering, whatever you are doing together. Wonderful news. And Clara is here as well, hello. And Rachel is also here reporting to the chat. And Samantha, hello. And who else have we got? We've got Dragon Lady, hello. And Mandy Moran is here as well. And Chiviz waving with both hands. And Chelsea Summers is back with us. Hope you're feeling better every day. And Amanda, Amanda has changed the name. Yes, now it's officially Amanda. Everybody can see it. I kind of knew, recognized the YouTube handle, but that's wonderful. Now it's turned into human words. Human word. And so Amanda, welcome. And Susan Barnes is here as well. Great to see you, Susan Barnes. And double Susan today. And we also have Susan Chamberlain. Well, great to see you. And Betty Hankins as well. Hello, waving with both hands as well. And Cross Stitch Metal. Hello, welcome back. Oh, gentleman stitcher. We need a little bit of testosterone, don't we? And yes, Cross Stitch Metal has created a couple of really phenomenal videos, and I was so shocked. I was there to just have a checkout yesterday because everybody was talking about Chris, right? Chris's channel, and I was so shocked. You've only got 2 videos, and each videos you've got like tons and tons of views. That is just a dream come true for a content creator. Congratulations. And it's probably a reflection of the quality of your videos as well. So welcome, come join us, share your wisdom, and I'm sure the ladies have a lot of questions for you. It's going to be interrogation, okay? And so brace yourself, Chris. And Peaches is also here as well. And Suzanne, hello. And we also have Grace. Grace is here as well. And Grace Houston and Alison is joining us as well, reporting to the chat. Who else have we got here? Catherine Ryan, and Paul. Dear. Paula. Is it Paula? Hello. And Paul, is it Paul? I don't know where it breaks up into multiple words. And says, hello, I'm also doing this piece, but regular size. Wonderful. Yes, Stitch with Yogi. And Shelley as well, Shelley Lulu. And welcome. And Suki as well, welcome back. And Caroline as well. Hello, welcome back. Great to see you. And our Lynn as well. Hopefully you're, equipped with a lot of cheese and crackers and cheese straws and all the snackies. And Lynn says, hi Yogi, I like this piece. You're stitching, never seen it before. Oh, really? Lynn has never seen this one. I'll check when I worked on this one last. It's been a little while. And great to see you. And did you see anything of the marathon today? Oh, the marathon, as in running marathon. No, I've been so busy teaching today, so I have not. So today, I think it was London Marathon. Probably. I used to watch it every year, but I have not, because Sundays I'm actually really busy. So I hope you enjoy that, and I'll definitely go and watch the replay. And Ellen is here as well. Hello, great to see you. And Janine, Janine is back with us, okay? And hope she behaves. And Daria as well. And Laura, hello, great to see you. And Walkaway is here as well. Oh, my favorite stitchers. Welcome, guys. So this one, I have to explain a little bit of what happens. And so, as I said, I introduced this piece to my life. Let me zoom in just a little bit, okay? It's really beautiful. Have a look at this. And just look at the coverage, okay? And first of all, the fabric count of this piece is actually 22 counts. 22 counts. So I think this one, and maybe I'm trying to think, maybe the dry flowers, they're both 22 counts. And so, dry flowers, I'm stitching with 10 stitches, 2 strands. But this one, I decided to try out full cross, 2 strands, 2 cross, on 22 counts. So if you ever wonder the coverage of this, on 22 counts with 2 strands, this is what you get, okay? Really full. You cannot see through the fabric at all. And so it's got very sort of rich, I've got Dolly's hair there, and sort of a tapestry kind of feel to it. And but there is, I wouldn't say it's a price to pay, but there are things that you have to be mindful, because the coverage is so good. It means you have to stitch a certain way so you don't run into trouble and, all the stitches started to jam together, okay? And so this is why I'm taking my time with this piece and stitch pretty much in, Gemma's method, really. So previously I was doing the original version, and now I think last session I was doing a transition into color flow. So this is pretty much what I'm going to continue to do. I think a piece like this with this level of coverage, the best practice is really stitching row by row, or color flow of some kind. You can do diagonal, you have some freedom there, but you do have to, allow the fabric to breathe without jamming stitches everywhere. So this is why I chose this method, and it's slower, okay? Hence the 60 stitch situation, because I was working on fairly confetti area as well. This area is very confetti, but generally, it does slow down a little bit, but I think it's worth it. Look at this. Gorgeous. And why is everybody celebrating? Whose birthday is it? Daria, is it your birthday today? Oh, hello. Happy birthday. We love birthdays. And from Janine says, Daria, happy birthday, Daria. Where are you? Where did you say? Oh, 61. My goodness. Daria says, good morning, Yogi, Stitchy friends. It's my birthday today, 61 years old, guys. Round of applause and bring on the buffet. How about some buffet for Daria? 61 is a great number. And also, you know, celebration. We love celebration. I'm not gonna sing, okay, with my throat today. It's gonna ruin your day. But happy birthday. And 61 is tremendous. And everybody be generous. Bring on your our famous buffet. You only get it here, okay, Daria? You only get an emoji buffet from Yogi's channel, and this is special, and it's coming from the generosity of everyone. Go on then, and let's celebrate Daria's. It's a Sunday as well, Sunday, and Daria's birthday as well, and wonderful. What a great start. What a great start. And so let's have a look. Chelsea says, heads up for everyone. Stitches so beautiful. Have a buy two, get one free sale for anyone interested. Yes, I have noticed that. So is that time limited? Because I see that every time I went there. So I just assume that's what it was. If there's a time limit, then everybody, go grab your patterns. And we're doing marathon with Stitches So Beautiful pattern as well, if you want to join me, and the chat as well. Yes, let's have a look. Oh, it's coming through. Rachel's buffet and Shelley's baby birthday. Oh, happy birthday with cakes. And also we've got Susan. Oh, Susan's being very generous as well. These are veteran in offering emoji buffet. Okay, we used to do it every single night. So they have some practice. And Dragon Ladies, a beautiful spread with tea and love as well. And wonderful. Oh, Chelsea says it ends on April 30th. Oh, guys, then definitely. Because sometimes on top of the buy one, buy two, get one free, is buy three, get two free. What was it? Well, some sort of buy two, get one free. And so it's half price, really. That's a very good deal. So go for it. And it's going to end in a few days. Well, tomorrow, really. No, 26 today, in a few days. So go for it. And Walkaway's offering the celebration as well. And Laura as well. Yes, Laura is very, well practiced when it comes to offering buffet as well. Wonderful. Excellent. What a great start. And Daria, let me know what you are stitching today. Do you have a birthday start? And I hope you've been enjoying your birthday a lot. And so I am going to celebrate by stitching this beautiful piece. And let's have a look. So this piece, as I said, 2-strand full cross, okay? 2/1 full cross, and also on top of that I'm stitching with CXC, so it means the coverage is super good. And so I'm gonna just take my time, okay? The bar is pretty low. My record is 60 stitches, and all I have to do is to stitch more than 60 stitches, and I'm willing, okay? So that's great about being slow. No pressure. So there's some areas here, they're quite confetti, so I'm gonna be very mindful, be patient. And if you're allergic to pass thread, okay, today is your nightmare. It's going to be a lot of pass threads happening, so just a little bit of a warning. So today I think I'm going to do two things. One is to follow, not quite diagonal. I'm gonna just pick colors that make sense and start filling up the stitches here. But also, I would like to extend the top border a little bit as well, because previously my plan was to kind of complete roughly the page height. Not quite a page, but you know, probably about 10 blocks high. But I think, you know, at this point, I would like to go horizontal a little bit more to expand the top border a little bit. And this area also, because it's background, it's a little bit more friendly in terms of confetti as well. So, you know, I will have a spot for a little bit of, you know, to take a breath here and then come back to tackle more confetti area. So this is my plan. Let me know what yours is and what you're stitching here with Yogi. Okay, and this is a Sunday evening, take it nice and easy, and let's go. So yes, wonderful. Walkaway says Yogi's beautiful colors look like melting chocolate cake. Which one? This one. It looks like melting chocolate cake, my piece. Really? What are we talking about? So with needles, I'm using 26, size 26 here. So this one, I think the last time I stitched this piece, let me just do a sneaky peek, okay? I'm just looking at the calendar. The last time I stitched this piece was back in January, 7th of January. So we're talking about just after New Year. And that was it. And I have not come back. Oh, naughty me. So it's time to make up for the last time. So here we go. I'm going to stitch one stitch at a time clearly. And I'm going to enjoy every single stitch. Here we go. I'm going to pick this one. So they're going to be past the, it's going to look like almost like row by row stitching. And my goal is not to create any floating stitches. So that's one of the things you do when you do something like color flow or Gemma's method, the original method. Okay, just let me do one thing at a time. And it actually feels really good stitching it, because every single stitch, it's like a little bead that you planted on the fabric, and it feels really good. But it's going to be a lot of parking here. Oh, this one, why do I have 1, 2? Oh, I already have a stitch here already. Hang on. Why is it like this? No, that's not the right color. It's not the same color. Let me just make sure. Is that the same color? It's not the same color. It's okay. Let me just pop this one here and get it sorted. And also this method involves a lot of threading and unthreading. So if you're not a fan of threading, you know, let's say if you're finding threading very difficult, or you don't enjoy it, then this is going to be challenging for you. But I have a clip out video under the video section that shows you how I thread my needles quickly. So if you like to pick up a few tips, you can go watch that video. It's only over 1 minute long. Oh, I've already lost this bit. Hang on. Susan say an angel. Is that the name of your piece? And Daria says thank you to all of you for your birthday wishes. And you're so kind. It's Monday here in Australia. Oh, yes, of course. It's next day already for Australia. And Daria is working on Girl in Paris. Sounds lovely. Yes, it's already next day in Australia. And the thing is, over here in the UK, it's getting warmer. Okay, it's not quite summer yet, but it's getting warmer. Does that mean in Australia it's getting cooler now? Because when it's summer over here, it's actually cold in Australia. So this one, I am going to end my thread. I am not going to part too far away. And this thread is also quite short as well. Lovely. Yes, I forgot to call out the numbers. This one is 150. 150. So a lot of burgundy colors here. It just reminds me of those rugs, those Persian rugs. Suzanne says, I'm working on mini Valentine Nook for another 50-ish stitches. Oh, that piece. I do have it as well. It's one of those pieces that are kind of in hibernation at the moment. I'm still on it. It's just not actively yet. No, this is 3831. So just one stitch, and that's one more. I'm going to just park it down here. And the reason I don't want to part too much is that it's going to have a lot of buildup of thread, of material at the bottom, and I don't want that. It's going to make stitching this piece more tricky. So with this one, I am going to do a pin because I can't find anywhere to do a tuck-in. So let me just do a quick pin to end. So Susan's piece is called Angel, an Angel. Is it a new piece, I wonder? Walkaway says, I'm stitching my little girl. All that was left to love. I'm working on her face today. Lovely. Oh, I know that one. Is that the one that's really moody? And it's like a little girl. Yes. That one looks like a painting. But I think I have not seen the girl's face. You haven't stitched that bit. But I just get a sense that the girl is a little bit sad. Is she a little bit sad? Because I haven't seen the mock-up. But it just feels like the little girl's looking a little bit sad. This one is 902. There's going to be a lot of color switches. So I'm doing color flow. And I'm feeling very guilty. I still have not finished watching Gemma's new tutorial. I saw a little bit and then I just got so busy. I have not had a chance to watch the rest of it. Daria says, yes, we're in autumn. Oh, already in Australia. Suzanne says, I love the 14 count you were working on, you should go back to that one. Mine is 14 count. Yes, I don't mind that piece being 14 count. It was more of I'm trying to think. It was the DMC floss I wasn't happy with, or maybe it was the fabric. I don't know, something just didn't feel right. So I had a restart at one point with the Valentine piece, but just didn't really continue to work on it too much. Yes, I think that is probably one of the pieces I need to think about how I'm going to, proceed with that one. But what I love about this piece and this way of stitching is every stitch just feels solid. Sometimes when you're stitching 1/1, 25 counts, it feels like, it takes quite a few stitches before you feel like you've stitched something. But 2 strands on 20, 22 counts, you feel like every single stitch is doing something. I am going to come down here. I have not done color flow properly for a little bit, so I'm warming up to it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1, skip 1, 2, 3. Let me see what's happening here. 1, 2. A tiny bit of thread left. Susan says, no, it's my New Year's start. I've not posted progress on it. Oh, that's why it just doesn't really register. Because with Susan's pieces, most of them, I can kind of know what they look like. Chelsea Summers is stitching Kitty Haven by Amy Stewart. Oh, today I saw someone posted progress of the library of dogs. I have not seen anybody posting that one up until now. So someone's stitching the dog piece. One, 2, 3. Let me double check. Oops. This one's tricky. I'll probably just end my thread here. I'm going to just end it here. So 1, 2, 3. Lighter. 1, 2, 3. No, that one looks like a 10 stitch. No, hang on. All right. Oh, Amanda. Right, so that piece is sad. It's got a very sad theme to it. her sparrow's dead in her hand. Oh no. And talking about sparrow, you know, because recently I've got a lot of kitty friends visiting me, and so I put food out there and water as well. And the other day I saw, because it's quite a big water bowl of water out there, and I change, you know, a couple of times a day. And I have seen my squirrel friends go and drink the water, which made me very happy. And also, I've been seeing this sparrow, I'm pretty sure it's a sparrow, been flying into the bowl and to take a shower, just play with the water. And I've seen that quite a few times. I don't know if it's the same sparrow or different ones. But clearly, they discover there's a bowl of water there they can play with, fresh water, and they just go in and have a dip. It was such a joy to see. And all you have to do is offer, you know, a bowl of water outside, and you see wildlife kind of just come and visit it. All right, next one, 550. 550. It's got a tiny bit left as well, so I'm going to end it. Suzanne says, Yogi, I did a little tutorial about doing pin start, and on 22 counts, you should check it out. Oh, definitely. 20 pin start. As in, because sometimes I do that with tent. With full cross, I tend to just do a, you know, just stitch the full cross without doing anything in particular. But definitely, I'll go and check it out. Because with full cross, you know, you have a lot more option in terms of starting and ending. It's the tent that's really tricky. Oh, the cushions. I'm in a cushion zone. The cushion is very confetti. This bit, you know, there are two little cushions, not full cushions, but, you know, this one took me a little while to complete, but it's really cute, isn't it? And here's the little corner of the second cushion. Dragon Lady says, starting Lola Crow's new Sao museum after midnight. Lola Crow's. Is that a vendor or a company? I have no idea. Or artist. Museum after midnight. And Dragon Lady says, I always fall behind in the beginning doing the foundation of the design, determined this time to keep up. Well, that's how Sao works. So how long does it last for this Sao? Because what I find about Sao is that the first month or two, you're gonna, you know, try to rush because you love the piece, you love the new start. The challenge begins after a couple of months into it, you know, depending on how long the Sao is. And normally it's the month 3 that I have problems. But I haven't done that many Saos. I've only done 2 actually. After 2 Saos, I realized it's not really for me. it's just a lot of pressure. But the type of Sao that we do is kind of no time limit, no milestones being set. People just, you know, just come together and stitch surrounding a theme, and that's the kind of Sao I like. Susan Barnes says, I was watching Cross Stitch Meadow. I'm going to switch from Royal Rows and do his way 3 row diagonal. I must go and watch properly because I just had a little look yesterday. But, you know, I probably saw a couple of screens there. Already, I'm slightly nervous because it's very, very tidy and neat. I don't know if I can cope, but I'll definitely watch a whole lot and let you know what I think. But, I think so far the chat is loving those methods. Chris says, Yogi, is it hardanger? I wanted to try 22 count hardanger. I think it is, technically. Yes, I learned from the chat as well. And to be honest, in terms of stitching it, I do not really feel that's, fundamental difference with this one. Of course, it still has that kind of Ada feel to it because if you look at the fabric, it's a lot easier to work out where to stitch comparing to 25 count even weave, even though 22 and 25 take it's not that vast difference in terms of stitch size, but obviously it's a lot more generous. And yeah, definitely you should try it. It has that hybrid feel to it, the kind of Ada even weave hybrid feel to it. And I think it was probably one of the reasons I wanted to try out different fabric counts to see if they stitch differently. Okay, let me see. Do I want to end this one? Yes, I do. I'm gonna end this stitch here. Oh, Susan Barnes is stitching on a piece from Stitches So Beautiful and Patriotic Heart. Wonderful. And is that the piece you're going to be doing the marathon with us? Or are you getting another piece? That's a heart seam as well from the sound of it. Hey, Maddie. Great to see you. Maddie says, I'm over 3,200. Every time Maddie came to the chat, it's always like a few thousand stitches into something. It's terrifying. Maddie says, I'm over 3,200, 3,020 stitches on Fierce Beautiful Mini. Wonderful. There. Amanda says, "Oh, that was left too loud. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Despite its sadness, I couldn't switch myself. Couldn't stitch myself, but love seeing the update. It's weird, even though the face area is not even stitched. Just by looking at the hair and the sort of surrounding tone, colors, etc., you just get that really kind of sad feeling to it without the facial expression, and not knowing the story at all. It just feels like a sad piece. And I hope the sparrow is in heaven, the birdie heaven. Hey, Joyce, great to see you. And Lefty as well, Lefty Gemini. Hello, hello. All right. One stitch here. And I think I'm going to end this thread. Hang on. I am going to cheat this one a little bit. Dragon Lady says, lasts a year foundation. Foundations are fairly extensive. Oh, sorry, I probably missed part of the comments. Maybe they're previous ones, so I don't know what that means. Oh, cross-stitch middle. Okay. Well, here we go. Yes, yesterday we were talking about whether Chris was AI, right? So Chris had to fight for his identity and try to clear his name and go, I'm not AI. And today, let's have a look, okay? Chris says, I'm a weirdo because I love confetti. Guys, I think it's inconclusive whether Chris is AI or not. Yes. Yes, Chris says, I'm a weirdo because I love confetti. I mean, to be honest, to be fair, I think we probably all love confetti on some level, because if not, we probably wouldn't have stitched this type of pieces at all, because confetti exists even on regular colors or sizes, right? Probably less so. But I'm the max color girl. So yes, I have to say, I don't know if I love it, but yes, I embrace it as part of the journey, part of the experience. And I do not see it as a bad thing at all, because normally confettis, it comes with beautiful, beautiful results. So it's worth it. So I don't totally disagree with you. Because Maddie, when you come forward and offer the number, I every time I just take it as you just stitched that number of stitches. I was terrified. I was thinking, what on earth are you stitching thousands of stitches in a day? But it's the total, right? It's a total number. Oh, so Walkaway's worked on a piece as well. Sorry, worked on the face of the little girl. That's really fast, because last time I saw your post, I only saw the hair, but even the hair looks sad. It's that kind of piece. So I think it was painted so well. I don't know if it was a painting or illustration, but it was done so well. Every single fiber, of the hair looks sad. Okay, I'm going to move to the right here and do a little bit of the top border. Why not? And time to extend this border a little bit. And I think I'm going to do this one first. Very nice. So with the top border, I'm going to allow myself to skip stitches because the top border, and I need to do some gridding. And I'll probably do 5x5 or so, why not? Even though for color flow, I don't think it's essential to do 5x5 because you don't really flow your stitches away. You might need it to find the parking location, but other than that, it's not critical. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Hey Lona, hello. Great to see you. Did you contact the merchandise company? If you have not received your mug, you need to let them know. And Laura says I did get to finish. I didn't get to finish the cross stitch metals video yet, but he does sound AI. Amazing so far though, does it? Yes, I did listen a little bit before yesterday. Before I went to bed yesterday, so I didn't get to watch much. No, I think it sounded like a like a person. I think. Why do I sound like I'm not sure? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do a couple more blocks. And Bordeaux is here in the chat as well from Norway. Hello, good evening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me know what you're working on today. Here we go. Maybe just one more block. I'm getting ambitious. And this piece, I have to tell you what I did to the fabric, because this piece, I just used a piece of fabric that's, kind of left over from other piece, one other piece from dry flower. And so I didn't have a lot of border. I was trying to get away with it. So for a long time, I was stitching with this much of margin. And it's quite tricky, particularly if you're working from the corner, from the top. So I literally only had this bit to frame my hoops. And so I decided to stitch a piece on top and around the sides as well, just to expand the margin a little bit. So I think this one, now I think this one is actually 20 count, some leftover spare Ada that I've got, and I just sew this edge together, and now it's a lot easier. So, and it doesn't matter because the piece starts here, so I had to do that, and now it's a lot easier to get the tension correct. And Susan says, traveling library is training me on how to deal with confetti. Yes, Susan's coming from a slightly different kind of stitching background, because, if you look at Susan's pieces, Susan used to do more sort of samplers, smaller pieces, and maybe not so much confetti. So yes, traveling library is definitely a new experience, even though Susan is doing regular colors, but in comparison to other pieces Susan has done before, it's quite a challenging, isn't it? Quite a new challenge. And but it looks like you're enjoying it. You made really good progress so far. So Susan, what is your stitching method then? I never quite know. Do you just pick one color and just start filling in? Do you have a method? Susan Barnes says, I have 3 of the heart patterns. I plan on doing the coffee one. The coffee one day, sunshine flowers. And are you going to reserve one for the marathon? And also, Chris, which pieces, well, first of all, how many whips have you got? I'll be interested to know, you know, how many ongoing whips have you got? And because I saw a little bit of your video, but I couldn't work out what a piece is like. It looked very colorful, very pretty. So I think I'm going to do 3 more here. I don't know if Gemma would do this. You know, this is a top border and there are stitches kind of the same color kind of on the top border, whether she would allow herself to skip stitches. Oh my goodness. Walkaway says, I've already done 5,000. Is that the little girl's piece? We can have a little look, actually. It's a beautiful piece. And let's have a look. Where is my phone here? Let me just quickly refresh. Where is it? Oh my God, that's a lot of progress since the last time. Guys, have a look. Yes, guys, I think the face is even sadder than I thought it would be. Oh, guys, brace yourself. Okay, so this was the piece I was referring to, because the last time I literally only saw this bit, maybe a little bit of forehead, right? And already we can see the face. The face is even sadder than I imagined. Oh dear. Yes, it's okay. The little birdie is in the birdie heaven, okay? And I'm sure the birdie is very happy, probably playing with a lot of, you know, cats as well, okay? Or being chased by cats. No, that's not good. Yeah, oh, that's a sad face. But walk away, do you feel sad when you stitch it? Because that's very very dramatic piece. Lona says, I couldn't find where to contact them. Lona, if you go to the shopping page, you know, from my store, from the channel, if you click on any of the products, it would take you to their website. And on the bottom right there, there's a chat icon that you can just, well, initially you're going to be chatting with the bot, but you can just type in saying, you know, I have not received my mug. Where is it? And they'll reply to you a day after or something like that. So that's a lot easier than try to find, you know, email. So there's a chat icon the bottom right there. So you know, if you find it, and just type in your query. Oh, Lona is doing diamond painting, kitting up a diamond painting. So do you have to kit up then? Does that mean, do they not just come with everything you need? Here we go. Cross Stitch Meadow says, "What time? What times we live, the person has to prove they're not robot." I know, scary, isn't it? Because there's so many videos using AI voices, and if you don't listen carefully, sometimes you can be fooled. Because some of them, maybe not just reading the script, you know, whatever script they're told to read, but also they can probably adjust the tonality of it, and maybe making this, you know, certain areas sound more emotional, or you know, a little bit more upbeat. You know, you can adjust that so it becomes very human-like, but somewhere along the line you wouldn't notice that it's AI, because the tone, because with AI, I think, you know, at this stage, if you give them, let's say, if the same word repeating 10 times or 20 times within the paragraph, they'll probably read that word around this with pretty much the same tone. And that's not how human speech works, you know, with the same word. I can say it in very different tones, different texture, and that's a very human thing. And AI at this point is not that nuanced. So normally, if you listen to it for a while, you know it's AI. But I don't think you are. I think your voice, it sounds quite quite natural, but I think because you're so thorough with your editing and the way you speak and the clarity of everything, it does come across as if it could be AI. No, I'm making it worse. No, that's not what I mean. I mean that, you know, it just means it's very, you know, nicely done. That's what I meant, Chris. Yes. Walkaway says very resourceful yogi using leftover fabric. I know, because I was having a really terrible time trying to frame this piece properly, and without, you know, sufficient margin, it's very hard to get the tension of the fabric correctly. And I just thought, you know, maybe I had to do something about that. So I just used a piece of fabric I had. But they'll say, so I've always turned the fabric over and sew the thread end in. It's fascinating the way you do it. Oh, do you mean ending threads? Yes, I used to do that as well. That's how I learned to cross stitch from dimensions, because the instructions is always telling you to turn over. But I think as you work on this type of projects that has a lot of confetti, you know, a lot of color changes, and you know, it becomes more sort of important for you to not having to turn over the work every single time. So I had to learn how to work everything from the front. But prior to the full coverage, I was turning my work back and forth, back and forth. You know, when I was working on dimensions, patterns. And it was fine because, you know, it was a very different kind of chart. Clara says, I bought the Everhard mosaic last night for the marathon. Oh, have you got, what size have you got? And it's the equivalent of Hate Supersize Max color. Did you get the largest one? Yes, that was the version originally, you know, when I saw this pattern, I thought I was going to do, and then I discover the Vibrant Fusion as well. And so I decided to do the other one, but they're both beautiful, aren't they? So, and so you've got the highest, sort of the highest spec for that chart. But I think Suzanne is working on the mini, but mini is really beautiful as well. I think that piece is probably beautiful, whichever version you do. Oh my goodness. Cross Stitch Meadow Chris says just one regarding the number of webs. Guys, yes. Chris is definitely AI, okay? It's conclusive. He's not normal. He's only got one project. Chris says just one. I came back to stitching last year after many years of break. I'll have a second one soon. I'm waiting for another frame and floss. I stitch my own patterns from my own artwork. What? So you're an artist? Do you paint? How do you do your artwork? So you the piece you were stitching in a moment is your artwork that you charted? Oh, the alien level is going up. Sarah, where's Sarah? Okay, Sarah is not here on Sundays. Otherwise, we just send Chris directly to the alien club. Oh dear. Yes. So that is so unique. So Chris is stitching her own, his own project that he charted. So I presume you charted it yourself as well. Of course, why not? Why am I surprised? And then you're going to chart another one. So you're going to have two whips. Wow, that's amazing. Would love to see your artwork actually. Because I went to art school and I've been drawing and painting since I was a tiny person. And I used to work with sort of traditional mediums a lot more when I was at college. And then I kind of transitioned into more digital. But I used to paint and draw with hands on papers a lot. Walkaway says, I'll probably have some sadness when I'm stitching the poor bird. Oh, so the birdie is actually on the picture as well. Oh dear. Poor birdie. It's in birdie heaven. And Walkaway says, but I'm loving the colors. The colors in the stars suit me. I love the art piece. Well, I think it's very sort of, I don't know, maybe quite a lot of air stitching, you know, in a good way. I think if you like the mood of the tone of the piece, but because it's so subtle in terms of, you know, the colors, probably quite a bit of air stitching going on there. Let me take a sip. I'll take a drink. Michelle, hello, Michelle. I hope Michelle is stitching today, not working. What? Lona says they want an order number and they only go back 60 days in the history. What? My order's 90 days. That's ridiculous. Why don't I have your order number? That doesn't make sense. Has it been 90 days? Lona, why didn't you tell me? So Lona ordered one of the, marks, like alien marks, because Lona is alien. I think Chris probably needs one as well, alien mark. And so it's been 3 months, 90 days, 3 months. Lona? I don't know what to do. That's crazy. Why don't they have your order number? Do you know which date you place an order? They can just check the date with your name and an email address. They can find it. They can definitely find it. Walkaway says I was watching a Russian stitcher this morning, and but I had to have captions, so I had to actually keep looking away from my stitching. Her work was beautiful, though. Well, I find quite a lot of stitching sort of videos. I don't even mind if they're not speaking English at all, because like Kamari, I'm not worried that I do not know what she's saying, because her stitching probably tells me everything I need to know, and unless it's a tutorial situation, then maybe it's a bit tricky. But if you're just watching someone stitching, just watch they stitch. That's all I do. Michelle says, what did I miss? Oh dear. And Michelle says, I was making centerpieces for tennis banquet. Banquet? That's very lavish, Michelle. And Michelle says, we're talking about food, gaming, AI. Yes. Michelle, are you aware of Cross Stitch Meadow? He's kind of a new kid exploding on the stitching scene. Can you imagine? He's only got 2 videos and he's got like tons of subscribers and tons of views. It's so unfair, isn't it? And but it's high quality content, and he's so meticulous, and the viewers are wondering whether his AI is AI generated content. No, I don't think it is. If you listen to Chris, he sounds very organic. I think the AI is definitely improving. Now they're sounding very human. Oh, I'm making worse. I'm making worse. Scantis says your watercolors are beautiful. Oh, so where do you see that then? Is it on a website or something? So you've seen Chris's work. Oh, so there's a website. I'd love to see it. Oh, you guys, yes. I'd love to know what originals look like and how it's charted. That's really fascinating. Shelly Lulu says, just share my kitty whip on Facebook page. I can tell you my cats. I love cats as much as I do. Yes, we all love cats here, Shelly. And we'll definitely have a look in a bit. And guys, why don't we do another session of, Facebook? I don't know, I need to give it a name. But if you want to share your webs this beautiful Sunday, then you can upload your webs now. You have some time. Maybe in 20 minutes, we'll have a little look at everybody's work. It would be quite nice, isn't it? Maybe we can do every Sunday. I'm very tempting to keep going, but I don't think I should. I'm gonna just start moving down here. Betty Hankins says, Yogi, have you found your threads with that cover? What is called duvet? Well, the duvet is there. It's just with a piece of fabric missing. No, I have not found the threads. I need to provide daily update. Yes, no floss so far. They disappeared into Bermuda Triangle. I'm sure they're probably going to materialize at some point when I stop looking. That's normally how it works. Joyce is doing Sarah's job today. Joyce is offering milk and biscuits. Okay, Chris, just in case you don't know, if you get sent to our alien club, your daily diet is pretty much milk and cookies. Okay, brace yourself. Badil, are you referring to my piece? Badil says, I think you will look much nicer on the back with the way you're doing it. Well, I suppose because everything that's carried over wherever it is will be stitched down and tucked in. So the back will be a lot more tidy, I think. You're right. So Chris from Cross Stitch Meadow says, yes, I'm primarily watercolor painter. Oh, interesting. Watercolor painter and digital artist, but not AI. Okay, guys. Chris is making very, very clear, and he says, yes, I'm also a designer. I turn my watercolors and illustrations into patterns. And are you looking to share them with, the world, like selling them and stuff? Sounds like a great idea. It's a normal transition, isn't it? Because a lot of people, they do charting, but the artwork is not original. Or they have to, I don't know, find different ways to generate them. But if you're an artist anyway, then and you stitch and you chart, that is the whole package. I just came up with a new career business idea for Chris. Oh, do you already? Oh, you sell on Etsy. Okay, guys, it's already there. And Chris, have you joined our Facebook group? you're welcome to join. And if you do, you can share the link over there of your Etsy shop. I'm sure a lot of our stitchers will be very interested. You're welcome to do that. Oh no, this is getting worse. Chris says, I run a watercolor painting school. Does this guy stop? Joyce, can you get Chris to stop? And from one moment, his channel just blew up out of nowhere, and he stitches like a AI robot because he's so neat and and meticulous. And then he goes, oh, I'm a designer, and now he runs a watercolor school. Seriously, please stop. I cannot take it anymore. What's next? He's a scientist as well and a brain surgeon. Oh, I can't. I can't. It's Sunday. Okay, have mercy for Yogi. Yes, Lona says, welcome to the Alien Club, Chris. That's why Lona's, getting an alien mug. Alien mug. Let's have a look. Let me mark these ones. Yes, my brain hurts. 3831. 3831. Let's have a look. 3831. A lovely pink. Alona, be patient. If you get in touch with them and give them your email address and the date that you order, you probably receive order confirmation. Just give them the date. They can find it. Do not worry. You do not need to have the order number. They will be able to find you. Maybe it's got lost somewhere. Did you get the shipping notification? Because if they shipped it and you didn't receive it, maybe it's got lost in the ocean somewhere. They'll have to send you another one. Walkaway says the Russian stitcher was being interviewed, and I want to know if all her secrets for her beautiful stitches. She uses laying tool and made herself. Oh, she made a laying tool herself and has perfect stitches. But Walkaway, we don't want to be perfect, okay? That's why, your piece is different from everyone else's because of imperfection, okay? Embrace the imperfection. Walkaway. I'm not trying. I'm not even trying, okay? You can tell. But a lot of videos probably have auto-generated subtitles, but it has to be turned on by the creator, I think. I'm not sure. Ginny says I'm back, and you're picking on poor Chris. I have to. It's outrageous. He just got too many skills and talent. It's just not fair. Michelle says, I'm surprised that Chris survived the Q&A from the chat. It's not easy, okay? And And, and he's back today. I know. He must be an AI or a scammer. Oh no. Woo woo, hello. How are you today? Catherine says, I order your snail just now. They were beautiful. Is it one of Chris's pieces? Snail? I hope there's no seafood, okay? And Chris says, I'll be making a video on how to make patterns. Oh, I bet, that'll be quite useful because a lot of stitchers transition into chart makers. They may not create their own artwork, but a lot of them would be interested in doing charting as well. And probably some of them already do, so that would be very relevant. Chris, Chris has volunteered to join, Alien Club. See, I think if you're genuinely an alien, you're just happy that you're able to find a club with other aliens. Oh, really? Amanda says his Etsy shop is the most adorable ever. Oh, I have to check it out. I have to check it out. Michelle says maybe Chris is really Trevor. Who knows, Michelle? He may be Trevor. Yes, I mean, Chris, I have to tell you, what's happening on your channel right now is very, very unusual. Because take my own for example, for the first, God knows, 3 months, maybe up to 6 months, I barely had any views. Well, it increased a little bit, but very slowly, and that's normal. With your channel, I was so surprised. You only have two, and the first one is like 10K views. I don't know what's happening. I think YouTube just loves you. I know it's unfair, but it happens. Okay, it's okay. I won't judge. I won't judge. I won't. I won't feel. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. It's okay. And that's very unusual because normally the first, I don't know how many subs you've got. It's probably not going to take long before you have 1,000. But the first 1,000, normally, some people, it takes like a year to get to. Seriously. So your journey is very unusual. Very unusual. Mine was very typical. Hey, Cedric. Hello. And Sound Stitching is here as well, reporting to the chat. Happy Sunday to you as well. Ellen says, will there be I can't even say it, needle minders in your shop, Yogi? Did you contact Kim? Yes, you know that. No, I didn't because I couldn't figure out how Kim was able to help me because I must have misunderstood what I was looking at. I remember You sent me a link, I think, to the website. I'm trying to recall. So with needle minders, unless I can find a provider, they're able to create needle minders on demand. It's probably not going to be possible for now, because if I have to kind of, you know, how do I, what do I say? Look after like inventory is just going to be too demanding for me at this point. So, so I would not consider that. So unless there's a provider out there for needle minders that's similar to my merchandise shop, then it's not really possible for me to do right now. I'd love to design needle minders for you, but it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky because it's quite a niche thing, isn't it? It's not like t-shirts, there are a lot of companies they do that. But I'll keep looking. Who knows? Maybe someone is going to come forward and go, hey, maybe I can do that for you. But thank you so much, Ellen. Alandria, hello. Good evening. No seafood, yes, exactly. Chris is not aware of that, okay? So we need to, lay down the ground rules so he knows what to do. Janine says Chris does have a soothing voice too. Yes, I do agree. Yesterday, I have to confess, I only saw a tiny bit because I had to go to bed. But yes, it sounds very human to me, not like AI at all. But the stitching, well, it's another different, it's a different story. Oh, Janine says Ellen has reached 2,000 subscribers. Yay! Oh, Brittany says he's only 1K. Oh, that is just sickening. So let's celebrate for both Chris and Ellen as well. Yes, 1K, 2K. Wonderful. Yes, congratulations, Ellen. And just in case you guys don't know, Ellen now is streaming. Hopefully regularly on Mondays and Fridays when Yogi is not here. So it's like you have somewhere to hang out every day. Chris says I'm very surprised too. Yes, Chris, it's not many channels blow up this way. So it probably a testament of the quality of your content and also your effort as well. So congratulations. Ellen says she can make needle minders. She said there wouldn't be a sudden amount order, so on demand. Oh, really? Did she say that? Yes, because I was looking around the website, but I couldn't figure out which part it actually says that. Maybe I should have just contacted her. Yes, and distribution as well. So it has to be, a provider that can produce the needle minders and also, ship them as well, because that is not something that I'm able to do. So, okay, yes, I'll definitely get in touch. I might need a little bit of a reminder of, I remember you posted, I can look up probably your post and trace it back because I cannot remember. I hope maybe I have taken, I've copied the hyperlink, but I'm not sure. I'll definitely have a look. If not, I'll let you know. And maybe you can give me the hyperlink again. And thank you so much. I'd love to be able to make those. See, I'm cheating a little bit. I'm stitching areas, not much less confetti. Because I'm trying to break the 60 stitches barrier, okay? I have pride. Ellen says, thank you, Janet. Yes, it's taken a year. That's not unusual at all. For 2K, 1 year, that's very good. Because, the normal journey is that no one knows where you are. You're in the middle of, in a vacuum somewhere. And just through the magic of some random algorithm, people starting to know that you are there. It takes time. That's normal. Chris's journey is not normal. Sound stitching says I'm having an I don't feel like stitching day. That's fair. That's fair. You don't have to stitch. Just hang out and just watch Yogi stitching. I'll give you 15 minutes. You'll probably be rushing to one of your webs and start stitching. That's normally what happens. Okay, I'm going to take one more strand of 3831. 3831. And Ellen is going to stream about, is that 7:30 London time? Oh, very nice. A little bit earlier. Janine says, I'll definitely buy a Yogi needle minder. I hope I'll be able to make them because I've got some ideas. I would make smashing needle minders, okay? I'm not bragging. Yeah, I'd love to be able to create a few needle minders. Janine says, I'm finally getting a flower on my Cats in Love piece from Paint Free Crafts. The confetti is real, but it's coming out so nice. So how are you enjoying Paint Free Crafts charts? Does it feel different from Heaven and Earth or other companies? So Lona, you posted a picture of your web. Yes, we're gonna have a look together in a bit. So guys, if you want to share your webs, you can upload them on the Facebook now, and we'll have a look in. Why don't we do it at around chocolate time, right? It's gonna be chocolate time in about 15 minutes, and then to give you some time to upload as well, and we'll eat some chocolate and have a look at everybody's work. That sounds like a plan. Let me just refresh my chat here. I don't know what's happening. Okay, bear with me. And great. And we have a new friend as well. It's called Crafting Colorado. Says hello, joining your live for the first time. I'm also stitching this piece, but regular version. Oh, this one. How wonderful. Yes. Welcome. First time live. Say hi, guys. Yes, regular colors. I think this piece, even though I love mini, I'm very happy to stitch mini with this one. But when it gets to the cats, yes, I think regular size would probably give you a lot more details, isn't it? If I show everybody the markup here, you know, the sewing machine, yes, it does, the parts of it, you know, looks slightly fuzzy, and you know, that's the charm of mini, I'm guessing. But and I think it's fine for this piece because all objects within this piece are fairly large. So we're not talking about like a library of cats or a library of dogs, that kind of stuff, with tiny, you know, jam-packed with stuff. I mean, objects within this piece proportionally are quite large, so it fares fairly well, I think, for mini. And but for little cat, you know, I wouldn't mind having a little bit more details around the face. So I think, you know, regular size is a very nice choice. One, two, three. And Ella, you found it. Okay. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thanks for doing that, Ellen. Yes, I'll definitely contact Kim, and probably it's easier to just find out directly from her. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Wonderful. Yes, upload your webs, the webs you want to share on this stream, and we'll have a look when we have our chocolate time. Alison, Alison is coming up with a name. So Sunday Facebook viewing can be the Sunday view along. Oh, right. That's a very stitchy, version there. Vow rather than sow. Very nice. Well done, Alison. It might flow. It might flow. Let's see how it goes. And today I had a little scare. So this afternoon, I had to teach one extra class, and it's more in the sort of Hausa style. And I was a covered teacher for this. I was covering for another teacher, and the students, the students were lovely, the members, and the whole class went really, really well. And then, if you've been to yoga classes before, at the end, you have that resting position, the Shavasana at the end. And so everybody's lying down, looking really relaxed. And then at the very end, before the end of the class, normally you want to bring the students back, from their Shavasana and bring them up to sit up and then maybe do a prayer or something. So that's kind of a normal steps. And today, when I did that, so everybody's lying down for Shavasana, and then I try to revive them. Well, Shavasana in Sanskrit literally means corpse, okay? It means it's kind of practicing dying in order to live better. That's the spirit. So I kind of try to bring them back gradually. And one person, there was this lady, she just kept lying down and she didn't move. So I was trying to bring everybody back. I said, roll to the side, find your way up to seated position, nice and slow. And this person just did not move. And I kept looking over because I don't want to draw too much attention. It's not unusual that people falling asleep at the end, okay? And so I try not to make it a thing. And I was just, talking through everyone else. Everybody was sitting upright and, in a prayer, whatever. And this person did not move, okay? So even till the end, when I dismissed the class, this person was still lying down. This lady, I think she was probably in her 50s, I'm thinking. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Maybe late 50s. And I panicked. I panicked a little bit, I have to confess. Because when everybody started to move and clear their props, this person was still lying down. So I had to go over. I was praying, please, please, let her breathe. Please, she's still breathing. I was just praying. And I went over and just tapped her gently. And thank God she woke up. She was just, she was totally gone. Because it's not unusual for people to fall asleep. But normally, when you start to revive them until the end, normally they notice people around them are sitting up. They quickly, get up and stuff like that. That happens. But I've never come across anybody who just I think she just fell asleep and deeply. And so she didn't even hear anything. And I was so relieved when she woke up. I was like, take it nice and slow, and you can lie down, keep lying down if you need to. And thank God she woke up. I thought I was going to have some, strange experience teaching. But yes, she woke up. She woke up. Oh, that was close. My Joyce, where have you been? I thought you were here earlier on. Yes, and Brittany as well. And Vidal has to go to bed. 99 is nearly it's close to, it's past 11, and have a restful night. We'll see you later. All right, let me Tracy, hello Tracy. Says, hi Yogi, you need to make the chocolate butter needle miter. Yes, absolutely. It's iconic for us, isn't it? Absolutely. I'm sure there will be one. Shelley says, I prefer pain-free craft above hate. Their charting is far more superior, in my opinion. They archive better results with fewer colors and confetti, but still use vast amount of colors. Interesting. I don't have any chart from them. Last year sometime, I was very close to getting 6 portals, and then I realized it's like super expensive, so I just couldn't justify it. So I have not have any charts from them. I'll love to try it at some point if I can find something I like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brittany says, I haven't fallen asleep yet. Laura says, Yogi, your power of putting people to sleep is getting stronger. I know. It's normally when I start a stream, I go, hello everyone, it's Yogi here. And the chat just starts snoring. That's normally what happens. Admit it, okay? Some of them just pretending, probably AI typing for you. I know it. Do not lie, all right? 3350. Yes, I panicked a little bit. 3350. She was just lying flat. And Ellen 99. Yes, have a sweet dream. Great to see you. Yes, so remember, Ellen is streaming tomorrow around the same time, maybe slightly earlier, right? Did you say 7:30 UK time? So go join Ellen. So which one is it? Here? Over there? Rachel says, I attended a conference 10 years ago, and a man in a class before mine fell asleep in his chair. Oh dear, I don't like the way this story is going, Rachel. And Rachel says they checked on him at lunchtime. He had died. He had a heart attack in his chair and died. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Yes, because sometimes with heart conditions, people can just pass out without any signs of struggle or anything. And sometimes you don't know. I've heard similar stories on airplanes. Not that I'm, not on the planes that I was on, but I've heard stories about people just kind of just not moving on the airplane and then go have a check. And for some reason, they passed away. And they have to keep the person there throughout the whole flight, sitting next to other people. One of those airplane horror stories. No. I know. Janine says, was this woman not even snoring, just lying flat and not even looking like she was breathing? I would have freaked out. Yes, I kept looking over because I didn't want to make it too obvious, you know, making other people feel like uncomfortable or anything. And I also I didn't want her to suddenly wake up and feel, you know, like she was doing something wrong. And I kept checking her chest to see if she was breathing. It was very little movement, close to none, and she was not snoring because sometimes you can hear people snoring. It's not unusual during shavasana, and normally they kind of come back to awareness if you start talking to them, and so it's not unusual that people fall asleep. It's the fact that she didn't wake up until the end when people are start walking away from the studio. She was still lying down. So I had to go over, just give her a gentle tap. But I was slightly worried. Well, in fact, I was quite worried. just, I wouldn't know what to do if she actually passed out. Right, yes. So the person just stay asleep. But in some way, I know it's not ideal for the person. I'm sure the person would like to be alive. But in some way, that was a very peaceful way to go. Do you not think? You, the person literally just fell asleep, right? If we look on the bright side. One, two. Amanda says, Yogi asked me before if my 40 projects were active. So this past 7 days, I tracked. I worked on 3 to 6 different projects each day. Amanda, and total worked on 20 separate projects over the week. Wow. So do you work on the other 20 as well? Are they just cycling through different weeks? That is, yeah, that's tremendous. 3 a day. Oh, wow. Because Amanda yesterday confessed that she drinks 2 liters of Diet Coke every day. Maybe that's the power of Diet Coke. Do you not think? Amanda says, I can see tiny stitches and I have 40 whips that I cycle through on a regular basis. The power of Diet Coke. Maybe I need to start drinking again. Catherine says, I had someone die in a row. Oh, now we're going to get a whole bunch of stories like this, okay? Brace yourself. Catherine says, I had someone die in a row in front of me on the plane. They did CPR. I held his IV fluid for a whole flight. Oh dear. I bet it's bound to happen because there's so many flights and people of all ages, conditions, they go on the plane and, at some point, it's bound to happen, isn't it? And also, when flying, people tend to be more, it's more demanding for the body as well. So who knows? Things could happen. All right, 150. $150 is a red. I love the really rich shades of burgundy that's happening here. It's slightly lighter than the left. Can you see that? On the left is very, very deep and rich, and slightly start to lighten toward the right side. It's a joy to stitch. Janice, this is so Janine. Janine says it's so boring. The guy just died. Is that what you're suggesting, Janine? Dear, oh dear. The guy was literally bored to death. Is that what you're suggesting? Oh my goodness. Yes, Janine's definitely back. Betty Hankins says, my husband is the only male in his dad's side of the family to have survived a heart attack. Oh, sometimes it's hereditary, isn't it? It kind of, you know, sometimes the whole family could suffer that. It's sometimes genetic, isn't it? Let me just move my hoop slightly down on the right side there. And Janine, just so you know, I wasn't being boring when I was teaching, okay? The lady was just so relaxed. She passed out. Lynn says, Yogi, I'm sad today. I cut my Maggie cross-stitch piece, so I'm going to start again. Why? Lynn, what is happening? I need to know. Why did you cut it? Is it by accident? Or did you do it? Why would you do that? Lynn? Mary Henry, hello. Welcome. And I'm going to just plant this thread there, and we're going to have some chocolate. Yes, Rajal, yes, right on time. I just noticed the time as well. We're going to have chocolate, and we're going to enjoy everybody's whip on the Facebook. Okay? And you still have a little bit of time if you want to share your piece with everyone here. We're going to go through them and have a little bit of a Sunday little look of, what was that again, Val? Is it Val? Like rather than Sal? View along. Came up by Alison. Okay, just one more stitch here, and I'm going to park it. Here. Lovely. Oh dear, what is happening? Okie dokie, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we are ready for chocolate. A little bit of a Val. I'm trying now to see if it flows, okay? Chocolate time. And Janine, okay, all right. Must be my soothing voice, whatever. Okay then, I am going to have a piece of chocolate first. Today is the chocolate button day, okay? I think yesterday I had the Black Forest, but today I think it's chocolate button day. The giant chocolate. Yay. And let me know where you're snacking, okay? Get your popcorn out. We're going to have a look on our Facebook group. I'm going to take a giant button, okay, to prove it to you. It is giant, yes. And if I ever, literally, to be honest, if you if you want this as a needle minder, there are needle minders out there already like that. Let me show you. Like Gecko Rouge, they give you ones like these ones. It's a little bit of a cop-out, I have to say. You know, it's like a chocolate giant, well, smaller than a giant chocolate button, but they just put a picture in a button, really. And I don't like those, to be honest, if I'm honest. I like these ones, like properly made, you know, bespoke needle minders. Those ones I like to make. All right, then. Let me have a bite of my giant chocolate. We'll have a look of everybody's work. Here we go. All right, then. I'm going to sort it this way. Let me see if I can show you here. So this is our Facebook group. If you haven't joined us, come join us, okay? The beautiful pieces everywhere. Let me zoom in. Here. Everybody's whip appreciation party starts. So this is from Shelley. I saw this piece before that you posted. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And it's a Gecko Rouge, is it? It's very well charted. Just let me turn the screen a little bit brighter. It's so lifelike, isn't it? It's gorgeous. And really well done. And I love the way you do it as well. You just trace around on the cat. I'm very disciplined as well. And I wonder if there's background because there's no markup. And this is a different piece, is it? Oh, hang on. This piece, I have seen this markup from Gecko Rouge. So, right. So literally it's just this one. Little cats with clothes on. Very nice. I have seen this markup actually. I didn't realize it was one of the many cats. I thought it was a cat portrait because it's so big. Yes, beautiful. Very beautiful. Gorgeous. From Gecko Rouge as well, you can tell it's very well charted. And let's have a look. And we have Mandy Moran's. This is the Mystery Sow. Okay, it looks slightly Christmassy, is it not? See, can you see that little red, like holly, and the glow as well? It looks slightly, it looks Christmassy actually. Beautiful. And let's have a look next. Betty Hankins. Oh my God. Which piece is this? The Child from Tilton Craft. Yes. Well, I think the eyes with this piece, the eyes is the least of the problem. Betty, I'm kidding. It's beautiful, very dramatic. It reminds me of the Lord of the Ring. You know, the precious. You know that one? What was the creature called? Yes. I don't know. So I would love to see what the thingy, the markup is like. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just wait till Betty to finish this piece. Baby Yoda. So Yoda has got baby. Yoda's got babies. Or maybe it's that creature from Lord of the Ring. You know that one? Can't remember the name. Beautiful. Michelle says, I'm eating my son's chocolate Easter bunny. He left it unguarded. Oh, very careless, very careless. He doesn't know that his mom is a chocolate, addict as well, just like me. Let me take another button. Okay, I don't know why I keep staring at this one. Maybe it's time to move on. A golem, yes, that's the one, Brittany. That's the one. It's like, it's precious. It's precious. And this is from Tracy. Lovely. And so the Ciro Marchetti. Wow. Temples and tigers. Let's have a look. Wow, gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. And love it. Very, very pretty. Well done, Tracy. Wow. 2/1. Oh, turn sideways. I was trying to figure out, okay, so it's like this, is it? Is it the top? Or is it this way? I don't know. One of these. Very nice. And Jeanine says, I have wonderfully mushy cup of spaghetti for dinner. Okay, if you're Italian, close your eyes. Okay, you did not hear that. Nothing's mushy going on here, okay, with pasta. Oh dear, very dangerous. And Samantha, always going so well. This is Chocolate Shop. Samantha started not that long ago, actually, but it's beautiful progress. You've probably done more than me with this piece. And this is a regular size, isn't it? It's beautiful. And you've touched, if you come, arrive on the pink door, there's going to be a lot of pink going on there, okay? Beautiful. And Rachel has stitched a little cat here. It's completed. It looks so lifelike. Look at this. Oh, I think this is probably 46 count, 1/1, tiny, tiny stitches. Look at this. It's so lifelike. And literally it's almost like the kitty staring at you. Well done, Rachel. You've done a great job. It's a completion. And well done. Gorgeous. It's Rachel's cat. Okay. It's a masterpiece. And Grace Hoston is traveling library. Oh my God. You've done so well, Grace. Look at that. So this is the sofa, right? On the left there. And an object on the table as well. It's gorgeous. And I love it when stitches, they kind of trace around the object. I'm never that disciplined. I just go everywhere. Gorgeous. Well done. Well done. Let's have a look. So this is from Grace. And Lona. Oh, Lona. This is progress on King of the Jungle by Artisy. Very nice. I can't work out what it is. It looks like the background, right? And you're using those bobbins for your threads. Yes. It looks like, I don't know what the markups are like. It looks like there are going to be a lot of browns. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Lona. And Janine as well. Oh, so this is stamp kit. No, this is not a stamp kit. This is a counted. Janine says, this is what I've done on Cats in Love so far. Oh, let's have a look. It's going to take a while before you get to the kitties. Yes. Very, very pretty. Very, very sweet. Look at that. Very nice. And is this 22 counts? Because Janine normally does like 22-ish. Gorgeous. And Alison, Scotland sampler. Oh, I saw another version of this one before that you posted. Very nice. So are you using the is it variegated threads? So the colors just flow. Whoa. Scotland. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, these cows are so cute. They literally look like this. Seriously. I was so mesmerized when I went to Scotland and saw them actually walking around like for real. And being a complete city girl, I was just mesmerized. I was following these cows everywhere. And yes, it's a symbol of Scotland. They're so cute. Let's have a look. What else have we got? And this one we saw earlier on from Renee. Have I missed anybody? Oh my God, Lona has got another piece. Lona says, yeah, my progress on Garden Gate by Amy Stewart. Let's have a look. What's going on here? Garden Gate. Which piece is that? And I love the way you work on this one. It's like a puzzle because you don't really know what's happening until the final episode. How nice. Let's have a look. Very interesting. And this is Travis' completion. Travis is not here in the chat, but he posted yesterday. He posted the whip of his puzzle project, the side quest, and today it's done. Well, I mean, you know, jigsaw puzzles, you know, you get it completed a little bit sooner, a little bit quicker than full coverage pieces. I mean, his Pokemon is 20%-ish. Let me have a look. Oh, Michelle. Michelle's piece. Have you started this one, Michelle? This is from Stitch is So Beautiful. Probably the same artist as well. Adrian. Let's have a look. Yes, a serial love. Oh, so this one is beautiful. So you've started it. Yes, cheater. Cheater, Michelle. Oh, seriously. And this is a bunch of flowers. I probably need to read the description. What is this about then? Is it your work? Are you doing sort of flower arrangement? Very beautiful. And let's have a look. Amanda. That's a very interesting choice. King and Queen with Alice. That looks like some sort of a medieval, like antique kind of, you know, artwork. Very nice. So full coverage as well. Very nice. That's lovely. That's very unique. I don't know. See, that's what I'm talking about with Facebook. And it's just got random clips there to bother you. A lot of AI clips as well. Let's stick with our quality content, okay? Our group. Garden Gate mock-up. And this is from Lona as well. Oh, right. So that was, it's so colorful. That explains the web because it's it goes with the star, isn't it? Oh, wow. And which chart, where's this chart coming from? Yes, it's very unique looking. Did you say Amy Stewart? I've never seen this one. And Lona is a lot of work. And King of Jungle, this is the markup, right? Not the finish. Wow. He looks mad. Do you think? He mad. And we also have Candace. Hello. Great to see your progress. Oh my goodness. So this is a Scarecrow, Van Gogh style. Is it from the same author that I was stitching this bit? Yes, you can tell, isn't it? It's always revolving around a heart shape. I've never seen this one, actually. It's got, this will carry you through the Halloween as well. Very nice. I love this artist's work. And very recognizable as well. Oh, the mosaics you're already working on. It's interesting with mosaic because with each little piece, it's almost like a piece on its own. It's got different color schemes, different shapes. Yes, very, very nice. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. So you've already got a piece to join the marathon. Oh, Lola says heaven and earth. Okay. There's some random posts coming up. Let's see if anything we haven't seen. Let me have a look. We've seen this one. Let me see if let me know if I miss anything, okay? Because sometimes, oh, Rachel, okay, Rachel's got this one as well. Okay, so this is a new web with the little mice. Very sweet. Look at those little eyes. How can anybody not like mice, you know? And okay, so just start it. So upper left start is so the frame is not part of the piece, right? It's not like Kim Jacobs. You have to stitch the frames. Okay, cool. So upper left. It's going to take a little bit of air stitching before you get to the flowers, and so it'll take a little while before you get to the mice. But I think it's worth it. Very beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Rachel. And we also have another one from Lona. Lona, you've got so many webs. Look at this. It's a sampler, right? Is it called Biscornu? From my mom. What does that mean? So did she design this piece? Let me have a look. See if Lona explains it. Yes, one more Biscornu. So when you say from your mom, oh, she stitched this piece. Is that what it is? This is her work? It's very kind of, you know, very kind of vintage style, isn't it? That's very pretty. That's very pretty. Chelsea says, did you see my? Let's have a look. Chelsea's piece. Thank you, Lona, for sharing this piece. Chelsea's piece. Here's Ellen's. So Ellen's has gone to bed, but she posted this one. Let's have a look at this first. This is the, let's have a look at the markup. Catnap. I think Laura is working on this one as well. And look at that. Oh, upper right start. Upper right start. I think Lona had a Island Lona. I think Lona and someone else has started this piece from the upper left, I remember. And really, really cute. I mean, if you love kitties, particularly, I think these, a lot of kittens as well. It's gorgeous. And let's have a look. Beautiful. Very nice, Ellen. Well done. Well done. Enjoy your sleep. We're talking behind your back. And let's have a look. I'll keep scrolling. Do not worry. If I miss yours, we'll find it. Okay. And this one is Serena. Who is Serena? Serena, who's your YouTube name? Confess. And so this is Serena. And this is Cute Crow from Stamp Cross Stitch Club. But this is a counted piece, right? Very interesting. And where do you have a markup as well? No markup. That's fine. So it looks very organic. Very organic. Let's have a look. And Clara's got a the writer's desk as well. And do not worry, we'll find it. Oh, so it's a Scantist. Okay, so Scantist is actually Serena on Facebook. Okay, yes, I think Scantist is just trying to confuse Yogi and test my memory. Okay, okay, Serena. So this one, and it's full coverage as well, I think. So beautiful. And let's have a look. Let's see. Let's try to find those ones we missed so far. And Chelsea found it. Chelsea, it's yours. Chelsea's doing, oh, this one. You know, this one once upon a time was on my wish list for a long time. And then gradually, because I have so many other pieces, so I never come back to this one. It's very sort of, you know, very Amy Stewart. Some pieces, she kind of has this kind of very bright color scheme, and this is Chelsea's Progress. So let's have a look. Is it from the upper left? Is it the upper left here? Yes, I think it is. Oh wow. Yes, the color is a lot more earthy on the web, but I think on upper left here, yes, the colors are more toned down and gradually start to get brighter to the right side. Really great progress here. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And Chelsea. And who else? Okay, Catherine. We found it. We found it. And this one, it's from Haid as well. And it's Laszlo Code. And here we go. Here's the markup. It's not a huge piece. Is it like a mini size? And then here's the progress. I'm trying to figure out. This is the sun, right? This is the sun. I recognize it. This is from the Heaven and Earth Sao piece. And this is for the piece, the markup we just saw. Really colorful. I love the way you approach it as well. You actually did all the background. Most people probably do the opposite, right? Let me move down a little bit. You did all the background there. Maybe I should tilt it on this side. And then, you know, you're coming in to fill in the leaves as well. It reminds me of my 14 count Stitch Is So Beautiful one, you know, the seaside, not seaside, festive seascape. It's got that kind of, you know, felt to it. Very pretty. I like it. Anyone else I missed? Give me a shout. I'll find it. Because, oh, it's Joyce as well. Joyce's Riverwalk charm by, yes, let's have a look. Let's see the progress of Alien Joyce. And she's calling someone else Alien, which is new, you know. And here we go. Wow, you've made a lot of progress. I don't know when you started, Joyce, but it's a lot you've done. It's beautiful. I can see all the greens coming through. This is a popular piece as well. Amazing. Thank you for sharing, Joyce. Lona has posted 2 more. Catherine says the Laszlo is a mini. Yes, but I think that piece is perfectly fine mini. It's got that, you know, that kind of style fares really well. And this is Susan Barnes. And oh, this is a fun one. Yes. And Susan has cheated as well, or maybe has started before our marathon date. Okay, patriotic, heart, vibrant celebration of American freedom. Yes, it's very, very meaningful if you're American, I bet. And all the fireworks as well, blended with flowers, really, really colorful. And let's look at the progress here. From Susan Barnes. Gorgeous. It's so fun, isn't it? Because when you zoom in and look at all the patterns and all the symbols, it's going to be a fun piece to stitch. And is that full cross? Have you got full cross? Let's have a look. Wow. Yes, you have. You have. You've gone full cross, the full width. And then, yes, really well done. So it's 400 stitches cross and 330 downwards. Very nice. Very nice, Chris. Not Chris, Susan. And Clara as well. It's got one more piece here. Clara, 70% on Hazel's World. Oh, 0.70. I thought it was 70%. That doesn't look like 70%. Okay, 0.7. Okay, so, and I don't know what the piece looks like, but yes, great start. A lot of blue, and stitch with CXC floss as well, same as me with this piece. And Bedell has got this piece, so I think Bedell has gone to bed. So beautiful, well done, very nice, very nice, very unique piece from Cross Stitch. I don't know what company. Oh, Lucas, from Lucas. Yeah, it's got that sort of retro felt to it. And we've got Louise Clark. Oh, Louise. I think Louise is from Stamp Kit. She's the owner, right? So she's posted her whip as well. Louise says, my cow has been neglected for the last few weeks. Yes. And it's Breakfast Club. Oh, this is from her own company as well. So great example. So this is from Louise' company. Stamp kit. Let's have a look. The stamp kit club, but they don't do stamp kits exclusively. They do counted pattern as well that you can buy. Wow. So this is a stamped project. Thank you for posting, Louise. Let's see if we have more. Anybody else? Have I missed anybody that you posted? Oh, Suzanne's here. Sorry, because Facebook does not show everything based on timeline, so it's all over the place. Suzanne has posted her mini Valentine's note. So this piece, I actually had to start and then restart. On 14 counts, first start, and the second one was 20 count. But I have not really worked on it for a little while, since last year. So this is beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing, Suzanne. It's a sweet piece, very sweet piece. And Laura as well. Oh, Laura's project. You can always tell it's just so much fun. Christmas scene, 9 counts. 9 counts. Wow. So a lot of, so like 4 strands probably 4 strands. Betty says, I added the markup. Let's have a look. Okay. Abundance of projects here. Let's have a look. And let's just have a look at Lona. Lona, are you doing this piece as well? Lona, are you aware we had a finish for this piece the other day? It was a Clover Stitcher. She finished it. So it's really, really beautiful. And your progress is gorgeous. It's not that far off, actually. I think you've done a lot, and it's only April. We're done, Lona. Lona is an alien, okay? So she's got tons and tons of projects. Another one from Lona as well. Sanctuary of Stitching. Oh, so this one is from Amy Stewart, right? The bonus piece. Is that the one? Am I looking at the wrong one? And a lot of flooring, floor stitching. So I'm trying to find, who was that? From Betty. Betty's piece. Remind me, which one is Betty's? So I can spot it. Lona says several people have finished it. Whoa, aliens, basically. Let me try to find Betty's. So Shelley's posted, this is the markup, right? Oh, is that what you're stitching? That is so unusual. Wow, a lot of dragons. Interesting. I like Shelley's choices. They're very unique. And see you later, Laura. 99. So Betty's, I can't find it, but we'll definitely have a look through the Facebook group anyway. So guys, thank you for sharing. Have I missed anybody's? The child. Oh, I can't see it for some reason. I keep scrolling. So the Facebook is a life of its own. And Lona says, I have 40 whips, but I'll post all of them all night. We have opportunities in the future. We're going to do this on a regular basis to look at everybody's progress. Oh, that was nice. And very inspiring. A lot of, projects we've never seen before. And I like the diversity of everyone's choices. I love it. And thank you for sharing. And come and join us on the Facebook group. We have beautiful projects everywhere, every day being posted. It's a treat. One more chocolate. I know it's chocolate time. This is how I'm going to finish my chocolate. Chocolate time. And come back to stitching. Yum. And a sip of coffee as well. Beautiful. beautiful whips, everyone. Yum. And just in case you don't know, if you haven't been here for the last few streams, we're having a marathon, okay, in May. So it's going to be, when is it? 16th of May, which is a Saturday. And we're going to stitch patterns from Stitches So Beautiful. Sorry, I've got chocolate in my mouth. And so you can pick any pattern from them, or you can pick the same patterns as me, or from the same artist. I'll show you just quickly which pattern I'm stitching. I'm very excited, actually. This pattern is going to be very challenging. I can see a lot of confetti coming up, but I'm ready. Let me show you. So this is the piece I'm going to be starting with you right in front of you live for our May 16th marathon. So if you're new to us, we do marathons from time to time, and for marathons we are stitching 10 hours minimum. Okay, we might go up to 11 hours, see how it goes on a day. And this is what I'm stitching. It's beautiful. So this is a piece of artwork. I think it's inspired by Van Gogh. So you can see the style kind of, merging into very Van Gogh-esque color scheme and style. And this is by an artist called Adrian Ayer, Ayer, I think. And you can find this pattern, various versions, mini to, this is max, everything, max size, max colors. But you don't have to. You can pick any version, or you can just pick any pattern that you like from Stitches So Beautiful. Because, recently I started another piece from them as well. And I think they've got some very unique, beautiful patterns. And, day-to-day basis, we do a lot of heaven and earth projects, and, majority of stitchers are very familiar with them. So it would be nice to, celebrate another company's beautiful charts. And they do have some beautiful charts as well. So come and join us. And, if you already have a project from them, you can bring, just stitch those. But if you'd like to have a new start with everyone, then you're welcome to pick a, new chart to start with us. So that's the plan. And I will nail down exactly what time we're going to be starting, but roughly it's going to be early afternoon in the UK, maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, and we'll just stitch all the way to midnight. That's the plan. Okay, so come and join us. A15, that's what I'm stitching. So reach burgundy. Lola says, I just bought more nudge hoops and more score frames and fabric so I can start more. Yes, go on. Yes, you go for it, Lona. Nothing. Lona is unstoppable. Betty says, yes, what time? So I think it's going to be 1 or 2 o'clock. If we start at 1 p.m. UK time, we will have 11 hours for us. And if we start at 2, then we have minimum 10 hours. So this is the plan. So you can convert the time to your local time. And so you won't miss it. So it's on 16th. It's a Saturday. Janine says middle start, Yogi. Janine, I'm not going to tell you, okay? It's a clickbait. I'm going to keep you guessing until the day. To be honest, Janine, I have no idea. I have to think about it. You know, I have just finally decided on the fabric count. So I'm waiting for the fabric to come through. But in terms of where to start, well, your guess is as good as mine. And Susan says, sun start, butterfly start, middle start. Yes, who knows? Flowers start. They'll be everywhere. Flowers everywhere. Lola says, thank you for showing all the webs, Yogi. I love seeing them. I know, me too, me too. You know, day to day, when I'm sort of on the go between classes, I would just take my phone out and start looking at everybody's post. And I don't always get to reply or anything like that because I'm kind of just rushing everywhere. But I keep my eye on your webs. I make sure that I check them out. Okay, I'm going to park it here. And 150. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Daria says it would be 11 p.m. for me. Oh, in Australia. And we're 9 hours in front of you. So it's going to be a late nighter for you. Maybe take a nap in the afternoon if you want to join us. So 11 p.m. and it's going to go on for 10 hours. Maybe you can have a sleep and then just wake up a little bit early to join the end part of the marathon. It's a little bit tricky because everybody's from different time zone, and also for the members streams, we've been thinking about, or rather, I've been thinking about maybe doing a couple of them at different times because the guys from Australia, they can't normally join us because for members hangout, we do it slightly earlier on Saturday. And a lot of our Australian friends are still asleep. So maybe we need to switch around. And so Australian or New Zealand members can join us. And Cross Stitch Meadow Crez says, I enjoy seeing all the whips and your live today, Yogi. Thank you and happy stitching, everyone. Good night. Yes, Chris is in Poland, so it's actually quite late now. Is it 1 hour ahead of us in the UK? So wish you a good night and night to Chris, and sweet dreams, and looking forward to more of your content. And more alien AI stitching, and good night. Janine says I may have to call out of work that Saturday. Well, Janine, you do what you have to do, okay? I won't tell. I know it's a great day to pull a sickie if you have to work. Do not tell your boss that I say that, okay? Lona say we just went on the tornado watch again. Lona, where do you live? That what? No home address. Okay, no home address. Where is it? That's constantly under some sort of a storm warning. That is not normal. Yeah, stay safe. Stay safe. Oh, Oklahoma. Is it normal for them to be sort of suffering from strange weather all the time? Where am I? I'm here. 3 stitches here. Okay, those ones. Got it. Oh, so it's called Tornado Alley. Lona, maybe time to move, okay? They actually tell you you're in the middle. You're in the way of tornadoes. And this piece is actually quite stitchable if you do it this way, you know, even though the stitches are quite full. Because at one point I decided, out of my foolishness, I decided to do a little bit of cross country to see if I can, you know, survive that. And it didn't end very well. I had to fix all the stitches. I didn't enjoy it because it was so jammed. But if you have patience and enjoy stitching this way, it's quite doable, even with CXC. And you end up with very, very well covered piece. So the houses in that area where Lona is, do they have to be built differently? Because you don't want your houses to get blown off on a regular basis. Okay. And I'm going to park it down here. Okay, 3, 8, 31. Three eight 31. 3 8 3 1. Catherine is having cat problem, I think. Okay, I'm going to start here. But the thing is, though, if you live somewhere that's got sort of, extreme weather conditions all the time, like tornado and stuff like that, do you get used to it? Or it's just kind of just try to deal with it as much as you can? Because if where I live has got storms and tornado all the time, I'll probably want to move somewhere else. That's a little bit safer. Oh dear, I've already got a pass thread here. I didn't realize. Yes, I think it's the same color. There you go. Yes, I think snowstorm is a little bit, well, it's not ideal, but it's not as it doesn't come as quickly. Because tornado is like you don't know where it's going and it's just tornado. Janine says, when I lived in, is it North Carolina? So that's where the snowstorm started, wasn't it? A tornado touched down about 3 miles from my apartment, and I was alone. Oh dear, I bet you're scared. The thing is, tornado, do you know where it goes? Can you predict it? It's a little bit like earthquake. It happens when it happens. You don't know how bad it's going to shake and stuff like that. What is this one doing here? Okay. Yes, Lona, I agree with you. Lona says you don't get used to tornadoes. They're so unpredictable. Exactly. It's a little bit like earthquake. I think earthquake, you probably don't get warnings at all. Normally, the warnings come after the earthquake has already occurred, and then there are sort of, secondary, or there might be more sort of afterwards than. But tornado, you just don't know where they're going. That's not ideal. Ginny says there are tornado warnings, but if you have nowhere to go, you just have to pray it misses you. Oh, that's not ideal. But do they not have some sort of, underground shelter or something that people can just go and hide for the time being? I mean, hoping for the best is probably not the not the best policy. Walkaway says there's always something anywhere you go. I was in a 6.8 earthquake here in Washington. Really? Earthquake in Washington. Back in 2001. I know California. I know very little about America, okay? I'm very ignorant. But I know that California has got like a lot of earthquake, isn't it? I didn't know you get it with other places as well. I think London is mostly terrorism. If you like to trade. And how frequent do the tornadoes come? Do they do it every year or depends? Yes, I think if the houses around the tornado alley or whatever it is, they should have basement kind of built in, some sort of shelter. Otherwise, your house just get blown off on a regular basis. What can we say? Are you saying you're not going to trade with London for terrorism? It sounds like a good deal. Yes, pick one. Tornado, snowstorm, or terrorism. Because even before the 9/11 thing, we talked about this the other day. There's IRA. Is it IRA? Yes, it's IRA, isn't it? It's the North Ireland situation. Now it's all finished, or over. But for a long time, that was a thing. You get like explosions, nail bombs, all the good stuff. Yeah. Oh, I'm enjoying it. The stitching, the feedback from the fabric is fabulous. And the thread as well. It's just so satisfying. Lola says it cost 3,500 to 5,000 to get a shelter put in. But the thing is, though, it really depends. You know, maybe if you get lucky, you don't get any damages. But if you constantly worry about, the tornadoes coming and hit your house, maybe it's worth it. I'm just saying the government should should help all the residents there to have a shelter built. It should be part of the infrastructure. But surely they don't want people to, get hurt. Sounds Stitching says I enjoy painting fairy thread. I have not tried them actually. I think CXC is quite pleasurable to stitch. One, two. There. Um, Janine says we had an earthquake here in Massachusetts. So does that mean there are earthquakes everywhere in America? And Janine says the earthquake last year, you shook our trailer and you could see the whole house twist, and then it was done. My husband was freaking out. I bet earthquake must be terrifying because it's so unpredictable. And yes, and how stable is the trailer? So we're not talking about like a moving car, are we? We're talking about. I think we talked about it quite a while back, and some of you show photos of your trailers because trailers, in my mind, I'm thinking about something that's got wheels attached to them and you can drive them everywhere. But that's caravan, isn't it? So trailer is more like stationary houses, but maybe it doesn't have as much foundation as regular houses. Is that correct? Amanda says, I like fairy floss. Just ordered a full set today, about 5 minutes ago. Oh, really, Amanda? You need to let me know how you like it. Okay, I'm gonna end this thread. And Betty Hankins says we've had earthquake here in Tennessee. So there are earthquakes everywhere. I didn't know that. I thought it was only sort of west side of America. Suki says, I'm in the USA, in the US, and not familiar with CXC. What made you choose it for this project? Well, I came across CXC when I first started stitching full coverage, and at that time, so I presume. Yes. Oh, so Suki's in America. Okay. So you're very lucky because DMC is relatively, cheap over there and very accessible. Whereas over here, we're paying about double or even more most of the time. So for me at the time, to buy the full set of DMC, it just seems, I didn't know whether I was going to enjoy the full coverage. But to kit up like a full, 240 colors or even 99 colors just seems like, having to pick up 90 different colors is quite a lot of hassle. So I was thinking about buying the full set. But DMC obviously was quite costly in comparison. So I discovered CXC through a floss tube, a UK-based floss tube, and a floss tuber. And it was cross stitch smiles, and so I discovered that. So I ordered, I just decided just to find out if I'm enjoying the full coverage. I decided to buy a set of CXC and see if I like working this way at all before I invest into buying more sort of DMC, more expensive threads. So that's how I discovered CXC. And to be honest, afterwards, I decided to get a full set of DMC and kind of left CXC on the side for a little bit. I was just, I was somehow conditioned to think that it has to be DMC in order to, create the best quality stitches or whatever. I was buying into the idea. But later on, I sort of went full circle. I decided to, use the thread to stitch some projects, and I love it. It's very, I think CXC is known for great coverage because the threads are a little bit more fluffy, a little bit looser. So the texture is more matte. DMC can be very shiny for some colors, but if you look at CXC, the colors are very matte, and it's great for some projects because, I don't want shininess for some projects like this one. And it feels like tapestry, almost like a knitted texture, if you know what I mean. So this is what CXC kind of known for, quite full in coverage, and the colors are quite earthy. And I enjoy stitching with it. So this is, partially why. So some projects I deliberately choose to stitch with CXC. So I hope that answers your question. I know I only found out later on through the chat and this channel, the CXC is not very popular over there because you can't buy it very easily for some reason. But over here, I can just go to Etsy and it's very, very reasonably priced. So, and I love stitching with it. Janine says the trailer is chained down to the concrete slab. A tornado will pick up and smash a trailer very quickly. Luckily, we don't get many tornadoes at all. If we do, they're small ones. That is downright scary, Janine. Yes, I think trailers shouldn't be around somewhere that's got tornadoes, though. That's just asking for trouble, isn't it, Jeanine? Please don't get blown away, Jeanine. We need you here in the chat so you can roast Yogi, you know. And Betty says the trailers here in this part of Tennessee has to have permanent foundation, so it's more secure than the sound of Jeanine's trailer. Yes, I think if it's not going to move anywhere soon, then it should have a firm foundation just in case you've got, like, you know, tornadoes and some sort of storms. Ah, Walkaway says I used to kit up 4 coverage projects separately. Now I work from a master set. But when I combine all the flaws from all my projects, I have at least 4 to 5 complete sets of DMC. That's the problem, because without a master set, if you kit projects separately, I suppose you can say the upside is, you know, you're not going to run out of, you know, threads for each project. And also, I think some stitchers worry about the color differences if you buy different batches of the same color, which is, I think, is, you know, probably slightly overkill, that kind of worry. But the problem is you end up with huge amount of material that perhaps you won't need for a long, long time. So you know, master set is really, for me, is the best solution. And also it's very easy to figure out how much of what color you need next. So, you know, because everything is coming from the same source, single source. So it's very easy to work out the inventory, you know. I think it's okay to kit separately if you have only 1 or 2, you know. But if you have the number that we have, most of us, some aliens don't, then it gets out of control. Amanda says CXC is polyester cotton blend floss. Yes, that's right. It's a blend. It's not pure cotton. But to be honest, you know, you can be purist about it. I think DMC will like you to believe that they're the best. They probably are in many ways. They do produce beautiful threads. I agree. But at the same time, they're not be all and end all. I don't like to be, you know, cornered into using anything. And if you look at stitch pieces, depending on how you look at it, I think you probably cannot tell if a piece is stitched with CXC or DMC most of the time. Maybe some color differences. If you're, you know, connoisseur of, I'm familiar with all the colors, you can probably tell with the texture a little bit. But other than that, if you look at a finished piece, I would challenge anyone to be able to tell the difference whether a piece is done with CXC or any other floss versus DMC. You probably can't. Janine says painting fairy thread is a little shiny, but colors match DMC perfectly, and the thread is nice to work with. It's interesting because with CXC and DMC, I have picked a few colors and placed them side by side. Some of them are very different. But the thing is, something happens when you blend the colors together, you know, either with stitching with CXC, for instance, as a full piece, because I have my little cake shop. When I started stitching the quick stitch version before I went on to the full coverage, I showed it on my whip array. There are two pieces that I started from the same location, exactly the same upper left, from the quick stitch little cake shop. One with DMC and one with CXC. Even though if you place the same number, the same color side by side, you can tell the difference. When they're stitched and blend into a pattern, I couldn't tell the difference that much. If you probably notice some tone differences, but you cannot tell which one's better or worse necessarily. They're just different slightly. So, but I think you guys in America, probably it's less of an issue because DMC is so accessible for you. Not yes, DMC. Over here, I'm just happy to have this alternative thread. I don't want to call it alternative because it makes it sound like it's a cop out or not legit. I think it's a very nice thread to stitch. And in some cases, I prefer CXC, like for this piece. Janine says, I didn't even know about having a master set until I started watching this channel. It has made a huge difference for me. Yes, because, when I start, my number of projects started to grow, and it didn't take long before I started to notice I've got multiple sets of everything, and it was just getting out of control. And it wasn't unusual that I picked the wrong set to work with a piece. And at that time, if I was working with numbers, probably not so much, no problem there. But I was working with symbols quite a lot as well. So I was kitting up everything separately, and I was referring to symbols most of the time. So, there were occasions I literally picked up the wrong set and stitched the wrong colors. It was just too much work. Amanda says, I disagree. I think separate kitting up is so much easier. I usually have a separate master set right now, and it's so frustrating. Why would you have a separate master set? The idea of master set is there's one for one type of thread. Yes, fair enough, Amanda. If you're allergic to the material, then you shouldn't use it. So it doesn't have to be CXC. It could be any other brands that's not DMC. So I think the point isn't so much that, you need to stitch with CXC. No, that's not my point. My point is that people should have choices. And it's not true that DMC is absolutely the best. You could have that opinion, and that's great. But, I think people should have choices. Next one. This is so much fun. Maybe it's what diamond painting feels like. It's the little beads. Janine says, the only thing I don't like about kitting up projects separately is I can't take projects with me if I go away. I have 2 projects. They're kitted up. So if you're going away, so do you mean like you don't like kitting up separately, or you do? Because if it's separately, because even for me, you know, even if I go away, I never try to travel stitch on when I'm traveling. But even if I were to take my CXC with me, the entire set, it's not that bad. You know, it's for CXC, it's got more volume, but it's not heavy. So it's not like you can't just pop it in your handbag or some sort of, you know, carrying case. So it's not like it's a huge thing you have to carry around. It's totally doable. 1, 2. And for me, you know, stitching here with you every day, it's really handy as well because I switch projects every day. And I only have 3 sets, 3 master set to look after. And that's it. And I know exactly how much floss I have for each color. You know, I have stuff, you know, I have threads on my master set and the one and the bits that I, you know, stored on the side. And that's it. So management is very easy. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay, Ginny. Yes, I did think that. Amanda says, what about Anchor? Yes, Anchor is decent. They're decent, but they don't exist anymore. And also they have different color charts, so you have to do conversions. And I think perhaps that's why Anchor never got as popular as DMC, because all the charts are charted with DMC. So I think people just go for easier options, don't they? So unless you're die-hard fan of Anchor, you probably wouldn't bother. I have a lot of Anchor threads as well. I don't know what to do with them. Walkaway says it's only alternative maybe in that it's using all the same numbers as DMC, yes, but it's a super plus. Yes, I think majority of the other brands, they all use DMC colors, and that's smart because, you know, it's very switchable. Like Anchor, you know, we just talked about, they have different charts and people just cannot be bothered. Rachel says, I think it was on my 4th project and I got master set as I have multiple of the common colors and none of the red ones. Yeah, I think things start to get out of control when you have 3 or 4 and, you know, keep growing. Walkaway says, Yogi, your stitches look very neat and tidy. Lovely work. Oh, not as neat and tidy as Chris. Walkaway. I'm really nervous about watching that video because, you know, I'm going to find out how messy I actually am. Not just slow, but messy as well. But these look quite decent, don't they? And also it's very zoomed in. If I zoom out a little bit, just have a look. It looks respectable, right? And all the stitches are, they look like little beads, which I like. I just feel like I'm planting little beads because it's so full. Every stitch is so full. I'm not AI, okay? I proved it. It's all human quality here. Rachel says if I travel or take a project with me, I take a dimensions kit or something that's smaller. My master says on the backpack. Yes, I think, you know, depending on how long you're traveling, if you're like Marsha traveling for a month, then maybe, depending on which, you know, project that you're doing. To be honest, I can take my master set easily, particularly DMC. I can just pop it in a corner of my bag. No problem at all. I've got everything there. So it's not like it's so bulky that, you know, depending on how you organize if you got bobbins everywhere, but if you like, you know, floss cards like mine, it's literally just a tiny little bundle. No problem. Let's have a look. See, today, I have not touched this area yet. Let me have a little look. Because the cushions tend to be more confetti, so why not? Let's do a little bit. Let's change the color scheme here. All right, then. Let's do a little bit of blue. 9:30. Do not be afraid, Yogi. Embrace confetti. And this one, not too bad. It's got a few stitches there. But I absolutely love the look here. It's so cute. It looks like a little cushion. Because it is. Amanda says, do none of you use your floss for anything but cross stitch? I use it for tons crafts, cutting it up for cross stitch length. Yes, Amanda, if you know, you need to cater your settings for your needs. So every stitcher is unique. So definitely no one's saying that you need to have a master set at all. If you're happy of it, individual sets, then that's how you should organize it. It's just that, you know, when there are stitches, they're, you know, so facing very similar challenges that I did, where everything is just everywhere, then master set is a very good solution, but it's not the solution. You know, in your case, maybe not having master set is much better. Ginny says, my master set is on 5 sets of 5 floss cards, maybe too bulky to travel with. Depending on what kind of travel. If you're going for a ultra marathon, Janine, I would not recommend. But let me just show you mine. This is my my DMC was my CXC. I can't even talk. My CXC set is a little bit bulkier, okay? But also it depends on how much you actually load on your cards. Okay, it's quite a bit, okay? But if I'm going to on airplane, this is a little bit bulkier, but I can take my DMC set, which is a lot smaller and slimmer, which is about, let me just take it there. I just want to show you the actual size. So my CXC is a little bit bulkier, but look at my DMC. This is it. This is all I have to carry. And this is like a large purse, really, a little handbag. This is everything I need for DMC. That's it. Just like that. Very light. And I can pop it anywhere, just, anywhere. Fanny pack, okay? If you have a fanny pack, a giant fanny pack, you can carry it and go running an ultra marathon, okay? And stitching at the same time. Genie. It's possible. So it depends on your choice of master set, because not everybody organize a master set using the same method. So mine happens to be very light because it's just paper, just cardboard. So no bobbins, no plastic, anything. So it's up to individual, isn't it? You make it work, I suppose, and doesn't matter how you do it. Walkaway says, when I travel, I take my big kids and little kids. I'm terrified to not have my stitching. I love my floss. Yes, you just make it work. And depends on, when we talk about traveling, we kind of just talk about it in a blanket terms. But depending on how, what type of traveling and how long, you just make it work. All right, next one. Doing some blue stitches for a change. 792. 792. Suki says we can get anchor threads here in the US. My local cross-stitch stores stock that thread. Yes, I don't know what the situation with anchor, because now it's belonged to DMC, right? So I don't know whether they still produce threads under that brand, or are they just clearing out whatever they've got there. So I don't know what the situation is. But I think Anchor, they're still quite big with needlepoint, because needlepoint, all my needlepoint kits, they come with Anchor threads, Anchor yarn. So they're still quite big on certain areas. Oh, look at that. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this bit is a little bit challenging to stitch because quite a lot of color changes happening here. And Mandy Moran says, I would not be able to cross stitch if it wasn't for CXC. I couldn't afford it here in the UK. Yes, I think it's probably harder to understand for people outside Europe. I think, all the guys in the UK and also Europe, we're in the same plight because we're paying so much more for a lot of for threads, a lot of material, etc. Our fabric isn't too bad, apparently, but yes, it's much harder for guys in America because they're so lucky to have DMC everywhere. It's as cheap as dirt, but not over here. It's like gold dust. So I'll give you an example. Okay, just put things in perspective. For an entire set of DMC, full set of DMC, over here, depending on where you buy, minimum, I would say, about £400, not dollars, £400 for the full set, and a full set of CXC minus the first 35 colors, okay, less colors than DMC, but full set of CXC under £40. So you do the math. This is a hobby for most of us. And yes, it's nice to be able to use DMC threads. I know it's a beautiful thread. But if you have, a lot of projects and you really just want to enjoy stitching, I would go for CXC any day, any day. And it's a joy to stitch as well, or any other brand, that is more affordable. It's just our situation. It's not so much we have issues with DMC at all. I would love to have DMC as accessible as the other, brands like CXC, but it's not the case. See you later, Susan. 99. I'll update you with the stitch count, or you can watch replay. So you can laugh at Yogi, okay? Marcella. Is it Marcella? Marcella, say oi. It's my kind of greeting. Walkaway says, I finished her face. For those who don't know. Walkaway's talking about a pattern, okay? Have you, Walkaway? That is rather shocking. And well done, Walkaway. And guys, you can have a look at the Facebook group on the Facebook to see Walkaway's masterpiece. Oh, that sad little face. Jeanine says, I have to download your template and try to copy yours. Yes, you can give it a try because the master set, my version is so cheap to build. You can literally print them out. If you don't like, the way, if you don't like to do it the same way as me, you just do something else. So it's not a costly method at all. You just need some cardboard. You do need a printer. That's it. You can try it. And Lita, hello, says hi from Netherlands. Oh, Lita is still awake. How nice. From Europe. Yes, I'm not the only stitcher in Europe in the village. Gray says Michael's stores here. here in my area stock anchor threads. Yes, I don't know whether they're still making under that brand, sort of, you know, cotton floss or not. I have no idea. Walkaway says DMC is cheaper here in the USA, but I'm still glad. I bought mine when it was even less expensive. Oh, now Walkaway just showing off. Okay, that really hurt. And Walkaway says I've stitched for so long. Some of my is vintage low, like me. Yes, even cheaper. All right, all right. Walkaway. Scantis says it's not even as cheap as it used to be here. Not like yes, I heard it's getting a little bit more expensive recently, but probably, you know, same thing's gonna happen over here, so it work out, but work out the same way. Heather House says, where I live in Canada, I can buy DMC at Michael's for 79 cents per scan. Yes, I think for a single scan, most of the time, online in the UK, you can probably get it just slightly under a pound. Let's just call it a pound. 99p is a pound. And but for if you go to retail store, most of the time it's probably about £1.50. So online is a little bit cheaper, but the thing is, if you're buying, you know, trying to kit up like 100 colors at a time or 200 colors at a time, buying individually is just not practical. You do want a set, don't you? So, and work from that. So. Betty Hankins says my problems of fabric. I mean, my affording it. Yes, I was surprised to find that in America the fabric was actually more expensive than over here. I was surprised by that. I wonder why that is. Because DMC fabric, at least, they're quite reasonable here in comparison, I think. And Jackie James says, where do you buy your CXC? Didn't know where you are, Jackie. In the UK, I go to Etsy. There's a vendor. Let me see if I can bring it up for you. I don't know. If you're in the UK, I'll show it to you. Otherwise, I don't think they ship outside the UK. But depending on where you are, I'm sure the chat might be able to point you to places. There are different vendors you can get from different areas, but I'm trying to sort out. So this one, I'm trying to find my purchase history on UK. So I bought full set of CXC from them, and so I've got a lot going on there. Okay, it's called. Oh, so look at this. So now the prices have gone up a little bit higher than I remember. Now the full set is £47. I'm sure you can probably get slightly cheaper, but this one is called Cross and Craft. That's the company in the UK. If you're in the UK, if you're watching, this is a good vendor to get. They're very fast, but I think the price is maybe slightly higher than what I remember. It could be just me, because it's £42 with £5 post and package, which is fair. But the company is called Cross and Craft. I bought 2 sets from them. But there are vendors, okay? I just want to put it out there. They're vendors. So from this vendor, you get the single label one. If you want a double label one, you need to find somewhere else to buy. They're probably around. More expensive. But what I've got is single label, which is, you know, just fine. Yes. Oh, Stitch. Betty Hankins says, I bought 2 label CXC on AliExpress. Yes, AliExpress, I've heard quite a few stitches bought from them. Seems to be fine. It takes a little bit longer though, because I think they're shipping from China. So the shipping might take a little bit longer. If you're not in a hurry, you know, and it could be a good option. They've got 2 label version. Yes. Some people don't like the one label. I have nowhere to compare because both sets are single label. So I cannot tell. Let me just pick one more color here. Maybe I'm gonna go back to my confetti friendly zone for one more color. 902. Oh, look at this. The abundance of the stitches. I love it. 902. Whoops. Oh, Brittany's so lucky. Brittany is working for Michael's, so you can get discounts. So Jackie, yes, so Jackie James, if you're in the UK, that's a good vendor. If you don't mind single label, this is what I'm using, single label, but you can probably find double label vendors. I think it's a little bit more expensive, but maybe not that much. I have not compared the prices because if I got two sets, it's going to last me for a little while. So I'm not in a hurry to buy one more set. Stargazer has just joined us. Says, hi everyone, super late to the class. I know, it's literally the end of the class, Stargazer. The teacher is going to stitch the last color, okay? Oh, seriously, you have to watch replay, all right? Do your homework and do not be late next time. And we have a marathon to come as well. Sound Stitching says that vendor is available for the US. You just have to pay additional shipping. All right, okay. So they ship worldwide, or at least to America, but they charge accordingly. So you have to work out whether it's worth it, or maybe find someone more local. Jackie James is asking, what's the difference between one label and two labels? So the chat can chime in as well because I don't have experience of the two label ones. But from what I gathered, from what I heard from the chat, they're sort of, they're kind of, how do I call it? So with single labels, you know, with DMC, you can just pull your thread from one end and you can keep pulling out without having to unravel the whole thing. Single labels, I've got two set and it's quite curious. They're both single labels. One, I can just pull my thread out a little bit at a time, no problem. The other one is also single label from the same vendor. But if you try to do that, the whole thing just jumble up. So that's one reason, because they're somehow produced different way, maybe from a different factory. And also, I also heard the double label and the quality of the thread is better. But I can't verify that because I never use it. So you have to go by the review. So that's the only difference, but it's the same brand. It's the same brand. Stargazer says, is this a hate pattern? It looks familiar. Yes, it's hate is by Ciro Marchetti. It's a mini. Stargates, exactly. That's why you have to be here on time for the class. Otherwise, you're missing out. All important information. We're talking about CXC, single label and double label. So the two label ones essentially works very similarly to DMC. I think that's an idea. You can just pull a little bit from one end and without having to undo the whole thing. I'm gonna just do 1, 2, maybe just a couple more stitches. Clara says Amazon is super quick and cheaper than Cross and Craft. Yes, you need to compare prices. And if you can find a cheaper one and is also genuine CXC, then definitely go for it. Okay, this is going to be my last stitch here. And I'm going to park it down here. Very nice. Clara says, I can qualify it. 2 label CXEs way better than way better, matches DMC colors. 1 label colors do not match. No, they're very often different. You're correct. And some Coke close up, no cigar. Yes, if you compare a lot of colors side by side, they're very different. And so I was trying to explain it earlier on that even though side by side they're different, but once you kind of start to use it for the entire piece as you stitch up, somehow the differences are not that great from my experience. Yes, if 2 label ones match up even more and that's important for you, then definitely you should go for that one. It may be slightly more expensive, but you know, it's probably still much cheaper than DMC. Right, guys, so let's have a look. This is where I am today, this beautiful piece from Ciro Marchetti, and is called the old craft room here, okay? And let me just quickly show you my markup here. Isn't that beautiful? It's a little cat on the sewing machine, sleeping soundly, and hopefully not as sound as that lady in my yoga class, okay? Hopefully, you know, it's gonna just wake up. And so I started this piece from the upper left corner and slowly working slowly with this method. And as I explained before, this is a 22 count, okay? 22 count, 2 over 1. You probably noticed the 2 strands, okay? And so, and the CXC as well is very, very full. So it does have to be worked in a specific way without floating stitches. I tried it, didn't work out. And this, I can happily work on this piece. Because at one point I was thinking maybe I need to give up. It's too full. And but now I found a way to work with it. And it's absolutely beautiful. The coverage is 100%, I think. Look at this. You cannot see the fabric whatsoever. And 22 counts fabric, and this is where I am today. I mostly work on this burgundy background and transition from the left darker into the lighter shade, and not as confetti as, you know, areas like this. So today's nice and easy. It's a Sunday, you know. So I really enjoyed it, and it's been a little while since I worked on this piece, since January, the beginning of January, so it's been a few months. So it's a very nice return. I really enjoy it, and I'll keep working on it little by little. But today is important because this piece, at one point, for one session, I broken my own slow stitch record and did, guys, 60 stitches, okay, during the session. All right, about 2.5 hours or 3, I can't remember. And that is a little bit of a record. So yes, walk away. Thank you so much. And but today I'm going to share with you my stitch count, and let's see if hopefully not to break my own record one more time. Okay, I think that was the extreme sport of slow stitching. I reached the pinnacle of it. So I think today, hopefully, a few more stitches. And Betty says, yes, I'm sorry, the 2 label matches DMC better, and 1 label, and not to mention the ease of pulling out. Yes, you're absolutely right. So these 2 reasons, you might want to go for 2 labels. Yes, go for it. And so I am going to bring out my app that does not lie, okay? Look at this. This is why it's a mini, by the way. It's a mini and regular colors. I'm going to count down to 3, 2, and 1. There you go. Oh, who's laughing now? I think it's me. Look at that. And, 60 stitches. What 60 stitches? Look at this. 190 stitches. Yeah, it might be a record, you know. It might be a record for this piece. Because previously, they tend to be sort of, you know, around 100. I think today is because, yes, champion of slow stitching, thank you very much. It's my title, okay? I wear it with pride. And I think today is because it's not very confetti, okay? I cheated a little bit. I didn't stitch the sort of the this area. I didn't touch this area too much. I cheated a little bit, but it counts, right? And nearly 200. Yes, this is going to be a record. I know. I'm just fabulous. I'm just fabulous. I know. So thank you so much, guys. Monday or not Sunday evening stitching with you. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy your session as well. And tomorrow, do not forget, we do not have a live stream, but Ellen is streaming around the same time, so look up her channel and follow her, and she's going to keep you company for tomorrow and Fridays as well. So until Tuesday, I'm going to come back with another piece for sure. I have no idea what I'm going to stitch. And also a little bit of news. I've ordered fabric for Max the cat for dimensions, okay? And depends on when the fabric is arriving. If it's arriving before Wednesday, I might have a new start with a Max the cat. You know that one? With a word I can't pronounce, Ginny. Yes, you know that one. But if it arrives later, then I'll have a new start next week. So get it ready. If you want to join me with the Max the cat dimensions piece, and you know what's happening. Okay, so let's see how it goes. And so until Tuesday, be good, okay? And be nice. And to Chris, do not harass him on his channel. I know he's fabulous, isn't it? So our new friend. And I'll see you on Tuesday. And enjoy your stream with Ellen tomorrow. Nighty-night. Love you all. Bye-bye. Yogi signing out. See you later.